This is Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, um, and it's been a while. Um, so first off, I want to apologize for getting this video out super late. I knew I said I was going to do it the next day and never got around to it, but stuff comes up, life happens, gotta brush it off, keep moving on. Um, so I finally have enough time to do another video, and I decided to do it on the um, 13 events. As you can see here, this month it is Marluxia month. Um, so I'll just go through this. As you've already seen from my last video, I got Marluxia already guilted, and I've collected them all, as you can see here. I'm just gonna go through them and show you, just do a walkthrough, how to obtain all of these, because these can get tricky, and even if you are strong enough to defeat some of these guys, there's some definite strategy involved and needed once you get higher in the quest. So kind of just a breakdown of the 13th event in general. On the 13th of every month, they will release a new organization member version B epic medal. Now, in this event, it'll last for a week, so from the 13th to about the 20th, and there's a total of 13 quests, as you can see here. And I have a feeling they're all going to be pretty much set up the same way. Well, there probably are some changes. We'll have to see next 13th to make sure. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be 13 quests, and the rewards will probably be set up the same way. Let's see here. Yeah, you'll get your first Marluxia on quest 3, and then follow the same pattern from there on. So that's kind of the basics of the 13 event in general. What do I suggest for these quests? Well, for one, okay, let me put it this way. For about the first 9 or 10 quests, just select your strongest setup for that Keyblade, because for each quest, the third objective will always tell you what Keyblade you need. Here are 3 wishes. Here, Lady Luck, Treasure Trove, Starlight, and I think it repeats. Somewhat. Does in different orders. So, that's the easy part. It'll tell you what Keyblade you need to bring, what type of medals you need to bring. I'd say, yeah, for the first 9 or so quests, just go all out on your strongest formations. However, that's going to change when we get to the higher ones from 10 to 13. And the reason I say that is because, well, I think it'll be easier to show you rather than explain it. So let me just go ahead and jump right in to these quests, and I'll explain it as I go through them. So for this one, we need 3 wishes. Go to equip that. Okay. Now, for all other enemies you encounter, there are no objectives that affect how you fight these things. You don't have to beat them in one turn or anything like that. The only thing it asks you to do is pretty much survive without using continue, and use the specific Keyblade it asks for. I guess theoretically, I don't even have to fight these roses. You can technically avoid them. You don't have to worry about losing any of the objective rewards. Okay, so you see above the spook, there's a counter of 50. Now, that is per hit. So, as you can see here, my Jack and Sally will deal 11 hits. If I use it, it will go down to 39. Because, of course, 50 minus 11, 39, and so forth. So that's what you got to keep in mind, most of all. And of course, if you kill it and you're still attacking, the counter won't go down anymore because, you know, you killed them. There's no reason to it. Okay, so that's pretty much that one there. This one's just asking for the Lady Luck. Go ahead with my strongest formation here. And to save time, like I said, all these guys are optional. You don't have to beat them to get the rewards. So I'm just gonna run around them for right now to save time on the video. And you can decide later if you want to fight them or not. And that was my first mistake right there. If you are carrying boosters and you're about to fight the spook, and there's another Heartless here, use your boosters on the other Heartless. Like I should have used Puglet on the Ice Plant, because that does not take down the gauge. For instance, you can hit the other Heartless, and of course, since you're not hitting the spook, his counter won't go down. That's that will come handy if you're needing to use a booster like Puglet or somebody. So anyway, these first few quests aren't going to be that exciting, but I'm just going to try to run through these right quick. Okay, number 3. And this one wants the treasure trove. Get a good treasure trove out here. So yeah, you see all these prank bouquet Heartless? You don't have to touch them at all. Or you can if you need to recover some SP, which I just now realized, so I'll just go ahead and get some, recover the Keyblade. Okay. So, time to attack the Wandering Spook. Gonna use Nova. There we go. There's also a neat trick with Nova that Square Enix hasn't caught yet. So, if I have time, well, not time, but once I get to the higher levels with the tougher spooks, I'll be able to show you that trick. Okay. So it says go to Starlight. Go ahead and grab that. He's a power, so I'm gonna get another magic. This one kind of makes the Heartless unavoidable. But he's helping me recover that Keyblade, so not too bad. I don't think there's anything down here. Yeah, just some ingredients. Okay. So, like I said, if you're using Pooglet, do it on somebody else. Just gonna go ahead and do Nova. Oh yeah, and also, you don't have to defeat the spook, in just one turn. You just have to defeat them before that timer goes down. So, let's say I just tap through them. Okay, maybe I should have swiped. Anyway, if you go through all your turns and he still has a counter, but it's his turn, the spook will do like a very, very low hit on you, so you don't have to worry about beating them in one turn. Just get them within the counter and you'll be fine. Okay, so we are at number 5. This is the Lady Luck. Yeah, I just popped my neck something awful. Okay, let's just go ahead and beat the spook. These are also new Heartless for this level. I think they called like Pink Possessors or something. It's kind of interesting because, like Marluxia, of course, uses the pink petals, and the Possessors are covered in pink petals and have these umbrellas. Definitely look Japanese influenced. Could be a reference to Marluxia, could be a reference to pink representing death, I think. So it's a pretty neat Heartless when you think about it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the treasure trove right quick. Like I said, you don't have to fight any of these plants. Do a Nova. So if you're about my level and have about the same metals, you really shouldn't have to worry about anything until round 10 or so. And that's, of course, when I'm going to implement strategy. Let's see, 3 wishes. Let's see here. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, this one's surrounded. I'll have to fight one of them. As you notice, the more rounds you go through, the lower the counter gets and the higher the HP. Okay. Round 8. Let's see, Lady Luck. Yeah, so there's the pink possessors down there. Interesting design. Looks like I won't be able to avoid a fight. There we go. Oh, wait. Forgot there's a wall there. But I was able to get away now. So yeah, they're only at 29 now. Counter keeps getting less and less. Okay. So you see what close calls I'm getting now. See, this is number 9. Okay, let me do this one, and then I'll explain the strategy a little bit. Okay. Alright. So, timer's getting less, health points are getting higher, and your strongest metals can't be him in the allotted time, or the allotted, turns. Hits, technically. Even if you sacrifice strength, you need to switch out your high high hits metals for lower hits, or less hits. So let's look at Riku there. He does 11 extremely powerful hits. Even though he deals a lot of damage, 11 hits can take up a lot of his counter. So you'd want to replace him with something low like a, well, Flower Meow. Does 5 moderately powerful hits. Still fairly strong, but cuts that hit total in half. If you don't have metals that deal 1 hits, like Mickey, Jack Skellington, the 2 hits like Zigbar or Repliku, then it's probably going to be a little bit challenging to find the right metals to do this in. But if you have those 4 metals that deal a ton of damage in very few hits, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to beat. So yeah, let's go back to number 10 here. It says 3 wishes, and of course this is about my strongest format. I had to switch it up to this. Reason why, let's see here, let's see. Huh. Actually, let's go to equipment. I got the wrong setup. Okay. So. Okay. So I had Marluxia, I mean not Marluxia, Luxord, who did 11 hits. SDG, who did 3, and Illustrated Sephiroth that did 5. For some reason, I still have him. I have Ice Titan in here, which doesn't make any sense. Of course, the 5 hits is gonna be fine. But Leon version A does 2 hits instead of 3, and Hag does 1 hit instead of 11. So you're saving 10 hits, and yet you're doing just a little bit less more damage. But in the long run, it helps because you don't have to worry about beating him in a certain amount of turns. It's only the hits. So you want to make sure and load up on the missions. Ah, crud, lost my thought. Yeah, you want to load up on less hit metals. I don't know, I kind of botched that up. I apologize. Anyway, let's try this out. Got 23 here. There we go. I didn't take nearly the hits. If I had used Illustrated Terra in that instance, I would have been cutting it close. So yeah, the biggest thing about these missions are if you're struggling to beat them in a certain number of hits, sacrifice your strength for 1 hit, 2 hit metals, 3 hit metals. I'd say 5 at the max, 5 and less will help you out a lot. So let's go back to Starlight. Of course, you got 1 hit here, 3 hits here, of course 1 hit, or yeah, 1 hit, 3 hits, and 1 hit. So my Starlight is very prepared for this. And I'm just gonna grab Sexy in here, just because I don't really think I'll need him. Okay. Now we're only down to 20 hits. So I hit here. Sminky. Might as well use Cerberus. And use Jack. Got him in 8 hits. If I had used Illustrated Terra, I would have only been left with 7 hits to work with after that, so. A lot of these legendaries are great, but when you're dealing 11, 13 hits, a special attack, it doesn't really help out in this scenario. So, go to Treasure Trove. 1 hit, 1 hit. 6, exceptionally powerful. 8 hit. Let's go to equipment. I think I might have to run with this. Let's see here. Okay, 3 hit right here. Place axle with it. Yeah, just he ain't that bad. 6 hits. It's 1 over what I would normally recommend at 5, but I think I'll be able to get him personally. So I'll just go ahead and roll with this. Yeah, I'll just grab Jack. Okay. Now there's 2 spooks on this one. With 17 hits apiece. See if we can take these guys out. Did I forget to refill my Keyblade? Ooh, this might be a problem. Yeah, see, when he attacks, he doesn't do hardly any damage. And of course, yeah, you don't have to beat him in a certain amount of turns. Okay, got some more SP. Okay, 3 wishes. Now with this one, I'm going to try something special. I'm going to let the timer run out. And I heard that this was a thing, so I'm just going to test it out right quick. Okay, so I heard that if you get the timer down to 1, and yeah, if you get the timer down to 1, you can use Nova, and he won't attack you or kill you in 1 turn. And you have a chance for another round of attacks. So I want to test this theory out, see if it works. See, I got, of course, 6 medals. I'm just going to swipe. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I'll swipe. For about 2 turns. See, 5. Oh no, maybe I won't swipe. Maybe I'll just use one of these, because these red roses could kill me. And they could still probably kill me. Okay, I gotta think of another strategy here. There we go. I use Jack. This one. Okay. Swipe, 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 swipe. Awesome attack. This should kill all the roses. Okay. Cool. Now, I just tap through this, leave him at 1 on the counter. Now, they say it's a glitch. If you use Nova when he's at 1, I don't know, it resets or something like that. We'll just have to look and find out. Square Enix may have fixed it. Who knows? Okay, it does. It resets the timer up there. And maybe that was the glitch. Because people are asking me to share a second chance. I guess that was the glitch right there. As you saw, the timer resets. If you have a second chance skill on one of your medals, you can get him down to 1 turn, use Nova, have him hit you, have second chance revive you, and you have another turn with 13 of the 13 hits redone. Because I'm just curious about something real quick. If I just run out of hits in general, does it reset? It does reset. It must not be a glitch then, or they must have fixed it. I'm not sure what they were saying, but I don't know. Okay, this time I'm going to do it for real. Let's see here. So, like I said, if you have booster, don't attack the main guy. Yeah, if I use Terra right now, I will lose. So I'm just going to swipe him. Yeah, I'll use my Illustrated Sephiroth. Leon. Since he's paralyzed, my Hag will do a whole lot of damage. Unfortunately, Attack Boost 2 did not activate, and it did not activate on Jack as well. So, not really a good way to start. Okay, use Nova. Barely got it in. So anyway, that's all the tips and tricks up my sleeve for the Swaying Spook that you'll have to get past for the 13 event Marluxia. So I don't know if we're going to have Swaying Spook next month or if it's going to be something different each month, but hopefully this guide will come in handy every 13 events. Like I said, I know people were talking about some sort of glitch if you I don't know, get the counter down to 1, use Nova or something, but I just couldn't make it work. That's fine. I'm sure I covered everything else that you'll need to get through it. If you have any questions about it, let me know, and I'll try to answer them. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.